yo, 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 yo. Man, that song just gets me torqued. Thank you, Faker, for getting the dub, dude. Making this tat all worthwhile. What's up? What's good? What's popping? How's it going? Dr. Battle, Tuskag, K-Sack, Nadana Jones, Captain Corny, Mr. Fuzzy Pants, Mulord, Trentonator, Other Ninja, Tiny Little Rob, Silly Goose Survivor. 26 days, Bo. 26 days in a goddamn. Staying up late watching all the VODs has ruined my sleep schedule so badly I can finally watch live. Oh, wait. There's something too. My secret plan, dude. Slowly but surely ruin your sleep schedule until you have to watch me at absurd hours. I just caved and texted my ex. Not doing so great. Besides that, life is good. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. They should add an unsend button for when you wake up and realize. How are you, Big Atrioc? I'm good. Good, Dead Scorp. How about yourself? My Waffles TV. Hey, Big A, I don't think you know this, but you have glizzies on your hand. I heard Glancer is becoming a big problem in the States. Might want to call your doctor. Maybe House? Starting off with a banger today, huh, chat? Woo! New stuff. I like that. I like flipping it up. Y'all fuck with Zero Sugar Baja Blast. What's up, Phineas J? The VODs man himself? I fuck with Baja Blast. Not heavy, but I fuck with it. I mean, it's a Taco Bell classic. You can't go wrong with that. What's up? Thank you for the 38 months, Phineas J. Hi, Jared. Istavu. Would you ever watch Arrested Development on stream? I don't know. Is that... I don't know. I do think the first, second, and third seasons of Arrested Development are all fuego. I think they're so funny, and I think a lot of people miss them. You know, it was never successful in its time. Always threatened to be canceled, and then it had a bit of a renaissance, but then the new Netflix series kind of sucked. So I think there's a lot of people that missed how fucking funny those shows are. But I don't know. It depends. I think I'm worried about it being a Netflix show. They're a little more heavy-handed. How's everybody doing? What's going on? How are we doing? I did see that Netflix got a deal with WWE. I don't think they bought WWE. My understanding is they got a deal to stream it live. Netflix is now the home, but it's still owned by TKO, which is a conglomerate company that owns WWE and UFC. Both of them are owned by Endeavor, which is the talent agency and CEO Ari Emanuel that the guy in Entourage was based off of. Waffle Surf, thank you. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Waffle Surf. Susan, thank you for the prime. Trump on the hook for $83.3 million. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. It seemed like the jury deliberated for like fucking 8 minutes. It was pretty open and shut defamation case. Now they got to get him to pay it though, which is the hardest part. I reconnected with my friends after having pushed them away for like 2 weeks. I tend to do that. Well, that's good. 2 weeks though. That's not, I mean, man, maybe I'm just a fucking, I don't know, degenerate, but 2 weeks not that long. 2 weeks in illness, you know, you might get sick or something, not see your boys for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Hey Truck, Nandre had a stream idea for you. Oh really? Let's see. Nandre had a stream idea for me. Let's see. So I rated Nandre last night, and it looks like he has an idea for me, and I'm seeing some peppy laughs, so I'm sure it's really good.
The Atrioc stream is very simple, and you guys have to ask him to do this tomorrow. All he has to do is name 100 women.
Oh, damn. You know what, though? We had a full packed schedule today. We got a full pack schedule today. It's unfortunate. Obviously, I could do it. I would just start by listing different chatters and their moms. Bald and Brash's mom. Minecraft Implosion's mom. The Spokane Kid's mom. Yeti Apocalypse's mom. Danny Boy's mom. Potato... So clutched. Easy clutched. Atrioc made a... Wait, what is this? Atrioc, I made a stream intro video. It's pretty poggerese. Poggerese? Is that new, or did you absolutely flub the spelling? Is that like a European pog? Let's see. The Atrioc starting 5 introduction. You're so lucky nobody walked in. You gave it so much energy. You gave it your all, dude. Anybody walking in on that, that's such a risk. Such a risk you've done there. Those are great, though. I might use that again. I might put that in the intro. Moderately large A. I did rock climbing for the first time, and I'm up to a V3. How long has it taken you to do a V4? It's not a race. Okay? It's not a competition. I'm not competing with you, and I don't want you to, to look at it that way. All right, it's not a race. Okay, I took a little bit to V3. I plateaued for quite a bit. I'm sure you'll get a V4 much faster than I did. I don't know. In all seriousness, like, I didn't climb for a while. After we did that Magnus Mitbo video, I didn't climb for a year, maybe. And then this year I started climbing like April. So I don't know. And then I got the V4 on stream. There's a video about it. So whenever I got it, that was my first V4. I just started bouldering. It's been heaps fun. Vorom's sore. Bro, yeah, I'm sore as shit today. I'm sore as shit. I've been yoga, climbing, working out. I got it. You know, I got my official. I got a mile time today, and it's not that great, but it's okay. All right, I got a mile time today. I want you to. It's like it's not. It's all right. Okay, it's all right time. I put. You know, I put some gas into it, and I never stopped. And at the end, I fucking pushed. All right? 7 minute, 14 seconds. 7 minute, 14 second mile. Not bad. Not what I used to be. I mean, I did track a long time ago. And even in college, when I was in better shape, I had a better mile than that. So not great, but there's some progress, okay? I think it's a decent, you know, I felt a 14-second mile, you are literally God. Yeah, I did the first mile in 7 minutes and the second one in 14 seconds. I speed up. I grind. That's better than House could ever do. That is how I compare myself to fictional characters with leg injuries. That's my standard, and I always clear it. I have a friend who had a 5 minute mile in 8th grade. Omega lol. I didn't say it was the best mile in the world, and I didn't say I beat all 8th graders, okay? All I'm saying is that it's a pretty solid mile. That's all I'm saying. And I think I can get it down. I think I can get even better. Usain Bolt clears. Look at what it takes to run a 2-hour marathon. It's a 4 minute, 30-second mile pace. Every mile for 26 miles. Jesus. I could probably do it though, right? Because the thing is, like when I was at the end of my mile today, I thought, I'm tired, but I could always give a little more gas. And so if I just put that gas into high gear, I'm sure I could have shaved off 3 minutes from my mile and then done it again 25 more times. Just hit the NOS. Yeah, I didn't hit the mental NOS button yet. And that's the difference, is that I got a 7-minute, 14-second mile without the NOS button. That guy who does a marathon in the morning just to prep for the main marathon in the afternoon smoke. If people do that, people run a marathon to warm up for the marathon. Oh, jeez. Yo, Atrioc, I start working 10-hour, 13 days on, 1 day off this Monday. Any advice? Quit. I'm sorry. 10-hour days in a row, quit. That's not, I don't even know if that's legal. I actually don't know if they can do that. Like, I think they have to give you more days off than that. Leave, bro. That's unsustainable. You will be so miserable. Lil bro has never worked on an oil rig. Fuck, you caught me. You caught me. Even though I have constantly claimed on this stream hundreds of times that I have a background in working on an oil rig. If anything, I'm known for one thing in this chat, and that's my oil rig experience. Now you've realized. Yes, the truth comes out, dude. Oil rig Tuesdays are canceled because no longer do I have the experience to back it up. And I'm assuming all of you have worked. I assume my audience, which I've built up from this oil rig stuff, all of you have worked on an oil rig. Just raise your hand if you have experience on an oil rig. And that way it would feel, okay, great. I'm on the rig right now, brother. Yep, 48 years on the rig. How many of you are 40 years plus in age working on an oil rig? Holy shit. Wow. That's crazy. I have the only audience on Twitch that is mostly Gen X oil riggers. That's wild. Boy, I didn't expect that. Oh, this is going to be tough. Don't disrespect the rig. Not me. I'm only 11, but I got 10 years on the rig. Wow, from your first year, huh? 26 years on Earth, 40 years on the old rig. doesn't make any sense. Doesn't add up mathematically, but I love your passion. I love your passion. I love your energy. Wally MD, how we doing? Aquavio, thank you for the what's up? Tankiru, thank you for the so I keep thanking people when they're actually adding me. I'm actually looking for the sub. Sven from Chess, thank you for the 4 months. Sven Khan, thank you for the 5 months. Caden, thank you for the 22 months. Suture Delirium, thank you for the gifted. Kepra, thank you for the no, don't at you. I'm not falling for it now. It's too late. You're responding to something I already figured out. Why would you do that? What's going on, my best friend? What's up, best friend? Are you using your shirt for white balancing? I actually think the white balancing is very off because of this shirt. I think this shirt is, but what are you gonna do? You gotta adapt. Anyway, big mile time for me. Big mile time. Set my first mile in a minute where I really tried. I really pushed it to see where I was at, and it turns out it's fine. It's a fine mile time, but not great. I want to get better, so I'm gonna try to. What was your time? 7:14, Otto. 7:14. So compared to Otto, who does a 3.5 minute mile, it's not great, but that's where I'm at, and I want to get better. I want to get faster. That's Otto has robot legs. I mean, Otto is built to run. If you ever need. If society ever breaks down, this is a specific scenario, but let's say society breaks down, digital technology no longer works, and you need to have a courier run across the empty war zone wastes to carry an important package to the remaining president in, like, I don't know, Texas, where they after the Civil War. you give it to Otto. He's the only one that can run that far, that fast, that long. Yeah, 1918, exactly like that. If you aren't immediately amazing at something, just quit. Okay, I guess never mind. I'm not going to improve my mile time. It wasn't. That is the Zoomer thought process for some things, bro. Try it. Not good. Quit. I'll find the right thing eventually. Bro, sometimes practice, though. You ever hear about that? Don't quit. Cheat. What was your top speed? How do you measure? I didn't measure my top speed. I didn't have a fucking miles per hour gun chasing me. Practice is for losers without talent. You believe that? I hate practice on God. Did you not use a watch? No, I didn't use a watch. My gym guy, he timed me over the mile. I ran the mile and he timed me. But I don't know how you know your max speed. How would a watch tell me my max speed? What do you think your life would be like if Twitch never existed? I have no idea, because the Twitch job is what got me into the corporate world. I'm probably working in esports, but Twitch is what made the esports boom start. So I don't know. Sweatshop. I work in a sweatshop. I'll be working on an oil rig. Velocity equals distance times divided by time. Yes, but the only data I have is the distance, 1 mile, and the time, 7 minutes, 14 seconds. I don't know my max speed. I don't know my different... Do you understand? All I know is how fast I run on average. That it's not my max speed. There's no way to tell your max speed from that, bro. So don't try to fucking tell me that it's just a simple equation. No, it's not. There's no... With the data I have, I cannot calculate it. Your max speed was 4. 4 what? What units was I speed 4? And yet we say a horse only has 1 power. Really makes you think. I really noticed that you guys' wisdom is popping off today. That is true. That is true. Can you start your stream 6 hours earlier or later to entertain me during my night shift? No, but you can watch the VOD. Americans will measure in anything but the metric system. Bro, get over it, non-Americans. Okay, can we just do what works for us? We like feet and gallons. Okay? What? What's your question, Mike? What? Oh, like feet. You guys are brain rotted. We were talking about metric system. It literally tracks perfectly. You guys are brain rotted, bro. It wasn't even like off topic. You guys are brain rotted, bro. What are gallons? Gallons. Atrioc, would you do a meet and greet in Taiwan? Only if Xi Jinping shows up. It would be so great if I could be the one to broker the peace. You know what I'm saying? Do you think they'd be chill with that? If I invite Xi to Taiwan and I sort of do a handshake deal on the spot to just like, he's off, big bro. He's off. And then he stands down, disbands the missiles. I think that'd be hype. That'd be a good stream. Maybe make Like every Hollywood movie, it just needs a white hero. Last Samurai type beat, or I'm gonna be the one to save fucking Taiwan Chinese relations. It's great. This will be perfect. Perfect, dude. Heard that you have to do an interview when you want to enter China with a bad history. I think you have to get your visa approved before you go. That's my thing. I'm just gonna figure it out before I go, and if it works, it works. Atrioc, if you want to do a meetup in LA, there's an abandoned lot with shattered glass all over it near my house. Perfect, bro. Perfect. Jimmy Wong! What's up, Jimmy? Good to see you. Jimmy, do you want to come to this abandoned warehouse meetup? We're going to have everybody show up in LA on a broken glass empty warehouse, and then we're all going to hang out. Jimmy Wong will be speaking there. He's going to give a 3-hour speech on the importance of being true to yourself. So if you want to hear that, I suggest you stop by. Barefoot, yeah. Why is everybody talking about feet now lately? Jimmy Wong's talking about feet. Can I be the after speech and talk about my cool turtles for 5 hours? Yes, but make it 6. We really want to understand these turtles on a fundamental level. Atrioc, I did the math. You did 8 miles per hour. That's not my top speed, though, right? That's not my top speed. You reckon Jimmy's ever worked an oil rig? For sure. I feel like most Americans have done at least a year on an oil rig, on an old rig. Just because there's this dude, Andre. I used to play League with him. I've made a video about him. He was like my, I guess, rival. We would always talk shit at each other and play. He would always make white people jokes, which is that we love NASCAR and drinking gasoline. That was his favorite one. He's always like, yeah, like just go fucking drink a tub of gasoline. That would be, yeah. That was his big recurring bit. Not a joke if it's true. Yeah. It's just I never heard that. I think he invented that new epithet for white people, which is that we love drinking gasoline. I understand the NASCAR thing. I get that. I've never heard of people just fucking chugging gasoline, but he did hit me with that. From the UK, is NASCAR basically an endurance race? I'll take that question. I'll field that question as a man who's watched a lot of NASCAR. It's not really an endurance race so much as it is an art. NASCAR is really about the driver, the rubber, the road. Do you know what I'm saying? It's about man meeting machine, meeting competition on a level you've never really understood over in Europe. Any tips with putting together a pitch deck? For what? You got a startup or something? I think the best tip I can give you with putting together a pitch deck is that you can find the greatest and most successful pitch decks are available online. You can find like Airbnb's pitch deck. You can find all sorts of the highest revenue raising pitch decks of all time, and you can look at them. And then learn from them and study them and see what they did right and what they did wrong. You can find Bush's first pitch deck. Your pitch deck should be one slide and say, "Hear my pitch." And then you press the button and it starts playing George Bush's first pitch. I think you could raise millions. Has Joe Biden ever done a first pitch? Wait a minute. This is an important question. This is going to determine the election. Has Joe Biden ever done a first pitch? He did it as VP. Wait, there's a news to this. Wait, what is this? This is recent. This is 2023. Your video begins. Sorry, there's a fucking ad.
A family member for free, so don't miss out.
I've sent a message today to the United States Olympic Committee spelling out my own position that unless the Soviets withdraw their troops within a month from Afghanistan, that the Olympic Games be moved from Moscow to an alternate site or multiple
Tell him,
sites,
Carter.
or postponed or canceled. If the Soviets do not withdraw their troops immediately from
Okay, what?
Afghanistan within a month, I would not support the sending of an American team to the...
Biden threw the first pitch. He invented the sport. The first ever, I see.
the Olympics.
Welcome back. That was President Jimmy Carter going on Meet the Press, January 20th, 1980, formally announcing a plan for the United States to boycott the Summer Olympics in Moscow. It was a decision that generated controversy within the U.S. and consequences within the White House. By the way, there's still controversy about that decision.
Okay.
It's also one of the moments in which American sports and American
I
politics...
feel a little misled here because the title of this was, "Is the first pitch essential to scoring the presidency?" And now it's about the impact of sports on U.S. presidents and talking about Jimmy Carter.
It intersects. And it's featured in Chris Cillizza's new book called Power Players, Sports, Politics, and the American
Look at that.
Presidency. And Chris Cillizza joins me now. Chris, when I first got a hold of your book, I think I texted you, I was like, I wish I had written this book, number one.
That was a good response for me.
And it is amazing that there hasn't been a book like this. You know, there's been some golf books and there's been some specific books, but not about sort of the overall sort of the culture of sports in the presidency.
And it just seems, yes, look, I was surprised too and happy, candidly.
Sure.
Because the first thing you do when you come up with an idea for a book is you make sure nobody else has had the idea in the last 5 years, because, you know, it's not that original an idea. I think...
What is the book? What are they... There's like an advertisement for this book, but the book seems so vague. It's just like...
That sports and politics have sort of been running in these very similar lanes for a really long time, and I think we've been loath sometimes to our detriment in terms of analysis to acknowledge it. Carter is a perfect example. What you just played hugely backfired on him, right? He thought that he could rally the country, rally the U.S. athletes.
I have been betrayed here by the title. I've been betrayed, and I'm skipping it. I wanted to hear about the first pitch. That's what I wanted to hear about. I didn't get nothing. Biden, first pitch. Has he ever done it? That's what I wanted to see, bro. VP Biden's first pitch in 2009?
Washington or Baltimore, there's going to be some political aspect attached to it.
Wait,
Moments
rewind
ago, the 47th Vice President, any kind of opening day in Washington or Baltimore, there's going to be some political aspect attached to it. Moments ago, the 47th Vice President of the United States.
Not bad. Poker face, too. It's very, very 09. Not terrible. He's a little bit closer than Bush was, right? Did they pitch him closer? He looks 20 years younger. I mean, not 20 years younger, but he's pretty young compared to he is now. Like 15. Looks like a clone. You think this one's a clone? The VP is a clone? Why would they? They cloned him just for the pitch? I see. I know. I'm catching up. But apparently, wait, did Obama throw a first pitch? Let's see Obama's first pitch, bro. Because he had to follow up. Obama first pitch. This is a post-game presser. They ask him about Iraq. I'm just here to talk about the game. I'm just here to talk about the game, folks. Ask me any questions about... America peaked with that pitch. Oh, that's crazy to say. America peaked post 9/11 during George Bush's pitch. George Bush peaked during that pitch. I'll say that. My patriotism peaked during that pitch, but I wouldn't say America peaked. Bush has been my phone background for 10 years, no cap. Why in 2014 did you think you wanted to make George Bush your phone background? What? It's It's like deep into the Obama years. What? And it's not even like so far from Bush's terrible presidency to be like, it's funny now. He's so far gone that I ironically love him. I met George Bush one time and he complimented my shoes, no cap. He was probably just happy you didn't throw it at him. Maybe he was trying to goad you into it because he's really good at dodging. He's actually the GOAT at dodging shoes. So, my lock screen is the chug jug from Fortnite. Never forget what you're chasing. So fucking wise, dude. Your wisdom is palpable. So that's interesting. Oh, speaking of interesting, I had an interesting subject with you guys. Ooh, interesting. Wait, let me see. Where did I put it? I had something I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I forgot where I put it. That's a problem. Interesting subject into instant ads. Guys, pretend it's really interesting. If there's ads playing right now, if you could just say in chat, holy shit, well, I never thought of it like that. Just something to confuse them and make them think they're missing out on something really... Okay, actually, I was reading the FT today, and there's a global, maybe we're ROL of this, but a global gender divide politically. So if you guys don't know, this is not America. This is all countries, basically across the developed world, are seeing like the largest divergence between women and men politically that they've ever had. And I wonder, specifically only among Gen Z. That's what's interesting. So it's not like boomer women or even millennial, even 30 plus. It's literally Gen Z is splitting rapidly. And so it's interesting. I mean, South Korea, the divergence is insane. But you can see, so this is a chart showing basically percent liberal, percent conservative. If it's above this line, it's more, quote, liberal than conservative. So for example, like in the US, young men, Gen Z men are over 50% liberal, but trending towards 50%, while women are at 80 plus. Young women, like Gen Z women are 80+% liberal. Germany, trending under 50. UK trending, actually UK had a weird spike. I don't know what happened in 2012 that made young Gen Z men in the UK. Is it Brexit? It must have been, bro. God, Brexit was dumb. That's so funny. Brexit was so dumb. It like it made UK buck global trends. That's really funny. How to lose a generation of voters. Yeah, anyway, I guess I could have maybe intuited this based on online discourse, but I didn't expect the data to be so stark. I mean, these gaps are crazy. And they, like, if you look at pre-1990, they didn't even exist among young people. And like, generally, if you go back on these charts, they're tied. They're like flat. It's basically like people used to have an, like you could guess someone's, I don't know, politics or opinions, or whatever, based on their generation pretty regularly. Generations kind of voted in a similar path. Gender wasn't a split, and now it is. Which is weird, which is crazy. Usually it was based on class. Yeah, it's still based on class. I saw a pretty interesting chart on class. But I don't have it. I'll have to find it. I might have put it in my predictions. But I don't know. I just wanted to share that because, for example, in this article, it's like, it would be easy to say this is all a phase that will pass, but the ideology gaps are only growing, and data shows people's formative political experiences are hard to shake off. All of this is exacerbated by the fact that the proliferation of smartphones and social media mean that young men and women now increasingly inhabit. Yeah, I wonder if it is like, so the theory I saw on social media about this, or some of the comments, was like they used to talk more. Not to say Gen Z men don't talk to women, but either way, maybe the women don't talk to men. The point is they don't talk enough, and now they're own their own spaces. Like, you know, if Gen Z men are all playing Apex or whatever, and Gen Z women are doing something else, then they're not. So they're not converging. They're not like one's making the. They're not bringing towards the center. It's interesting. What about the strength of belief? Are they strongly conservative or weakly supportive? There's no way to know from this. It's a great question. I have no idea what the strength of belief. And it could be, you know, again, the data started out with, like this article talks about how for a while it was like, it was more that women were getting more liberal and men were staying the same, basically. So it was like, basically they had flat rates. But then recently, as of like, I mean, you could almost put this around 2016-ish for South Korea, but like more recently, it has been an actual divergence. I am Gen Z and I am afraid of women. This tracks. You blame TikTok? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Social media could have part of it for sure. Andrew Tate. It could be Andrew Tate. I mean, it could be that movement. But I almost feel like when you see someone like Tate, I feel like that's a person responding to something that's happening and making money off of it rather than the cause. I don't feel like he's causing it. I feel like he's an effect. I think he's a symptom of changing attitudes or more isolation or whatever. I don't think he, like, if he didn't exist, it would change anything. He'd been doing that shit since 2017, but only popped off in 21. Yeah, exactly. I do feel like there's something to that. I think those people like that just exist, and then when their moment comes along, they make a bunch of money. But I don't think he caused it. South Korean men hate feminism, as far as I know. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah. I mean, I do know actually that the sexism is pretty bad in South Korea. Trump for sure. Enemies not always received to find acceptance elsewhere. Entertainers excited. Aren't most of Tate's fan like 13-year-old? Well, that's what this is. This is, I guess it's 18 to 29. You're right, but it's Gen Z, so maybe it's over than that. You can be fired for being a feminist in South Korea. Lots of doxing and death threats too. Is that true? You can get fired for it. Have we listened to the Ben Shapiro rap yet? That seems like a good transition. I also don't know how reliable the polls are. I would imagine EU conservative is really different than NA conservative. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, it is different, but I don't know if this trend is happening everywhere and it's like fairly pronounced. I think there's something going on. I don't think it's like made up. Guess what I'm saying is I don't think it's made up. I think it's happening. So I want to know why. I guess would be my real question. And I think there's probably a multivariate number of solutions. But I guess I don't even know if I want to know why. What I want to know is like what this means, because it's probably going to get worse. And it feels bad for male-female relation. Like, just like, it feels like we're going to have more aggressive fear and demonization of the other side, where women are like afraid of and scared of and attacking men, and men are afraid of and lashing out on women. And like, that's not good. I feel like that is, there's an interest. Could this be a case of people being radicalized? Yeah, maybe. What does that mean to you, though? Wait, let me turn on the air. It's fucking hot here. I'm actually probably gonna get a tank top. It's fucking hot. Reading the feminine mystique. What's up, Dav? Atrioc, for South Korea during the feminist movement, a small group of feminists came to be, and in response, a lot of extremists and feminists have risen. They go as far as doxing any feminists, especially artists, and try to get them fired. Well, that sounds healthy. Guess what I'm saying is, like, there seems to be a Gen Z gender war happening that is it's not even American only. It's like, it's global. There is a global Gen Z gender split, which doesn't sound good. Feels like that's been brewing in online spaces, and that's weird. Prince of Persia today? Maybe. I actually could totally be down for a little Prince of Persia. For the U.S., it's been an ongoing trend for men since Gamergate, arguably even before. Look at the year on the graph. You think Gamergate was that? I guess maybe. Was that big? Economic anxiety could be a part of it. Economic anxiety and men not knowing how to handle their emotions and find their place in society as gender disparities are being closed. Yeah, there could be something to that. I do think there's something that happens where how do you describe it? Like, I think humans respond to things more on momentum than absolute value. So what that means is, like, let's say in aggregate, men are getting paid more than women, which they are on aggregate, right? But like, if men are stagnating or wages declining and women are relatively getting closer and getting better, then people generally, they feel as if they're losing ground, even if it's not going to, like, even if they're not. I think people feel like momentum, and I think that, especially at some rungs of society, is scary. The online rise, local linearity. Yeah, I think there's something about people. Yeah, I think just people. I think it does. I think the absolute value doesn't matter. Is what I'm saying. People, if they have relatively less, they feel it. Did you see Tyler 1 all the time that he plays Fizz too? I didn't know Tyler 1 plays Fizz. That's hype. What the fuck is Gamergate? I barely even remember Gamergate. I just remember it being, I guess there was a lot of headlines about it. I honestly don't remember what happened. I don't remember what kicked it off. More women getting degrees than men, which is interesting. Yeah, I mean, there is something to be said about, like I feel like there's what was the article I was reading? It's just like, I feel like there's something about Gen Z men, especially those that aren't like born to wealth, who are a little bit lost, bro. Like a little bit just lost, and trying to figure out what the fuck to do. And it looks like in aggregate, a lot of them are turning to games and porn, which is like a tougher situation. And so I don't know where that's any fucking where that goes long term. I'm in college right now, and the majority of people that care about their future seem to be women. You see, I think everybody cares about their future. I just feel like maybe the men feel like the ground is shifting so much under their feet. I don't know. It's something I gotta. I have a struggle articulating my thoughts on because I don't know that I fully come to a concrete view on it. In modern day, it's easier to be a young woman than a young man. I'm dead. Charlie feels and looks to me. See, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. But I don't. I don't know how to articulate it. I don't feel that's true, but I can understand like some of where the feeling comes from, but I don't think it's hard fact. But I think that type of that feeling is exploit. Like even if it's a small nagging feeling, I think it's exploited and fanned into a fire to make people angry. And so I'm trying to get at the heart of it, but I don't. Again, this is not me coming from like. I didn't think about this a lot. I saw this article today. Not on stream. There's a podcast Ezra Klein did with Richard Reeves. Amazing piece of this topic. I'd love to research it more. I'd love to understand it more. You know, because I don't feel like I really understand it. But someone says, okay, it's not that women have it easier. It's just women have more visible support than men do, giving the appearance that it's easier. Yeah, I don't know. There's something to like female friendships. One thing I'm saying is like the loneliness epidemic seems to be hitting younger men harder. So maybe they just feel more isolated. And like if you look at like overall power structure or like the ability to make more money in most fields, like it's biased towards men. So I'm wondering what it is that's causing this fucking feeling. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. To be clear, I don't think women have easier, but as a man engineer, we're in college, see women getting more internships and opportunities. But I is that supported by the data? Like, I assume most engineering internships go to men, right? Like in general. Dr. K talks a lot about these topics. I would love to talk to Dr. K. Dr. K is a very intelligent, emotionally intelligent person. I had a really good conversation with him and I liked it a lot. So I would love to hear what he said. It's because boys go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Interesting. HR, for info about South Korea, look up Limbus. Well, I'm not talking about just South Korea here. South Korea is more extreme. I think it's the hesitancy with people for change. People are generally anti-change. Probably something wrong with that. Yeah, maybe. I don't know that people. No, here's the thing though. I think old people are generally anti-change, but young people over history are generally pro. That's why this split is kind of anomalous. Generally, young people start out like just the default level is that young people have a high level of whatever they would measure as like non-conservative on this chart, just because of they're not conservative because they're younger and they knew they might change the world. And then as they get older, they become more conservative. But in this case, young men are doing it more rapidly, which is changing. So that's what I. Fishman, thank you for the 42 months. Has to do with young men being isolated, depressed, and feeling like they're being specifically targeted. I do agree with the isolation. I definitely feel like there's something to that. It's fascinating. All types of reaction when women started diverging first. Women started diverging first. Yeah, I mean, in the U.S., it looks like it's kind of the same time almost. You know what I'm saying? Look at this chart, like this. It's like it's just been. But then this is really the trend, is right around. I guess this is maybe the second term of Obama. Starts going about around 2008. They've been trending down and women trending up. Financial crisis, housing crisis. Coming 2010-ish is the rise of social media and smartphones and online spaces. Could be something to that. Could be abortion related. But again, it's if it was just the U.S., I think that was more. Was it when Biden threw that pitch? It's not a clean trend. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a clean trend. I thought this article was interesting, and I read it today and wanted to talk about it. If anyone had any theories, I want to hear about it. Because it again, according to the article, it's like this has not happened before. The first time Gen Z is sort of two generations politically rather than one. Is it the same? Men has been defined as being breadwinners. When women catch up, they get lost. I do know, like I did a video a while back about online dating, and how that has unique challenges for men who are not like in the whatever top 10% of the dating sites, where like the way the matches are distributed is not evenly distributed. It's like extremely poorly distributed. So they might be having trouble. Like it could be, it's like that leads to more loneliness. Then if there's whatever, rejection leads to anger. I don't know. Because the thing is, I don't think this is like, I feel like these splits are on issues related to gender. I don't think this is like splitting over taxation. Like I don't think these splits, I think these are like social splits. I don't think these are splits based on like big and small government. I don't think this is splits on like general conservative liberal thing. I think this is like social splits. So that's why it's so interesting to me is like yeah, but girls have cooties. You think it's a cooties based thing? I've seen a lot of men who say they want traditional wives and they call anyone who would be a stay-at-home a gold digger. I mean, yeah, but I think that's simple. I think obviously if you look at online spaces, you see a lot of like angry men who are really angry at women. They're just angry, dude. But I'm wondering where that comes from. Is it a feeling of, because I don't think they're born different. Do you understand? I don't think these people are born different. I think something is radicalizing them in some way. And I'm wondering what that is. Obviously, things like Andrew Tate or whatever are pushing people over the time. I'm wondering if it's like, what is different about the last few years? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with. Yeah, I agree, Mob Dollar. There's nothing wrong with it. Read The Right to Sex by Amira Srinivasan. Do you have a summary? I don't know if I could read that whole book right now. Not joking. This wobbly makes me. I don't know if I can be the representative talking to Tucker K publicly. I can talk to him. If he has a video about it, I'd listen to it. Lots of massive gender changes. I guess I agree. I think they see these men called Sigmas. They think they can be the same. Algorithm is radicalizing people in general. Super easy for TikTok, YouTube to drive people to extremes. Definitely the rabbit hole online spaces. You watch one thing and then you watch the next thing, and then each one's slightly more radical until all of a sudden you've been drip fed your own opinions. Online space is growing and COVID decreasing social situations. I just realized this is live and not a VOD. Yeah, I'm here. I'm talking. I'm interested. I'm talking. People have good opinions on this, or at least thoughts. I feel like if I don't want to opine on this. It's just like this is a Gen Z split, and I want to ask people in Gen Z what are they thinking, seeing, and feeling, so I can get a better idea. I want to understand. I want to try to have an open mind on it. This talk is giving me anxiety. Glizzy, am I right? I'm not trying to give anybody anxiety. I'm not trying to. I don't know. I'm trying to work through my thought because I thought it was interesting. It was like the data was more extreme than I thought. The split's 30 points. That's crazy. And I'm trying to find a solution that's not like blaming somebody. I feel like generally, my opinion is that all humans are born, within the same fucking standard deviation. It's all basically the same. And so it's basically the things happening around them that are changing people and shifting things. So technology or whatever. Honestly, you probably have a bad sample size. See, I don't agree. I don't like when, especially I think a very reputable organization, which I found the data to be pretty solid, says something. I don't think my first instinct should be like the data's bad. I think, I don't know. I think that's a bit of a cop out. I think the answer is because women go to college more. Do they? Is that a stat? I know that women are doing better in school right now. Like young women are doing better in school. The percentage of female valedictorians is higher. And I know they're getting better grades. But are they going to college more? Women, college. In the last decade, women surpassed men in college completion. In 2021, the census found the number of women with degrees was about 3 points higher than the figure for men. 39.1% compared with 36.6. Wait, where's your graph? Oh, yeah, it was 2014. This is percentage with a bachelor's degree. Interesting. Yeah, I guess that's something. I've seen a lot of my friends start to go down the Andrew Tate rabbit hole when before they didn't care for anything like that. See, why? That's what I'm saying is why? Why do you Lone Dodge? Do you have an inkling or like a reasoning? Like, why are your friends attracted to the Andrew Tate rabbit hole now? What do you think has changed in them? I think it's because dating and meeting new people in general has become so tough that you can create your own echo chamber and it's easy to influence your ideas if you have no reference point. Dating and meeting new people has become so tough. Just do it for it. No, okay. Fuck it for fear. For sure. Did I solve it? Did I solve it? I've seen some wild dating site stats that the women think 80% of men. Yeah, I did. So we did a video. There's another really, really good article I did a video on that was just like, that was kind of eye-opening for me because I've never used the dating sites. That they're like pretty hard for an average guy to get a match on. Just there's math. They're just hard for them to get a match on. Because the math, like the distribution is so skewed to the top 10% on the apps. And so, but also it sucks that like apps are the number one way. The shitty part is like, okay, so fuck the apps, but the apps are like the number one way couples meet now, which is weird. A lot of people have poor social skills, and rather than realize they're the issue, it's easier to blame women than admit they're the problem. All right, listen, I think it could be multifaceted. But what again, you have to go to a deeper question is like, why do a lot of young men have poor social skills now? Yeah, is it all back to tech? Is it all Zuckerberg's fault? Like, who are we blaming? What's the root of this? If you want to. And also, I don't want to like otherize women here. Like, I wish I had more. Again, I can understand if you don't want to speak up or whatever. We have usually about 10%. If there's female chatters, they're like, are women, Gen Z women, feeling more lonely? I don't know. I understand. Like most people hate the dating apps. Women and men hate the dating apps. I think the sentiment is yes. So yeah, it's Potato Girl Alice. Yeah, what are your thoughts? Fem cells are small but growing. You're saying it like it's a proud movement. The proud fem cell army is growing. We are strong, but we are powerful. No, that's the right reaction to a growing incel movement among men is not like we need an equally growing femcel movement on the other side. That'll balance it out. No, I don't think that's what we need, bro. I feel like meeting people feels more difficult than it is. People give up before even trying. You can do it. I mean, so one thing I remember reading was that there's a rise in generalized anxiety, which basically means that people assume more risk in every activity than there may actually be. Like a general feeling of this, like if you were to rank how risky is this, 1 out of 10, you'll rank it a point or two higher than perhaps. So that could be a big part of it, because I do think there's a lot of inherent mental risk in asking someone out or talking to someone, you know, and then I assume that's risen, especially with social media. I can see that being a part of it too, where it's like, if you got to ask someone out and then if it goes wrong or whatever, then you're, I kind of do that with social events. Yeah. I mean, I assume some of you had the experience where you've overthought something, and then once you've done it, you realize that wasn't a problem, like a party or something where where she can say is no. Yeah. We can also blame the lack of a third place. People don't have a place to practice social skills. Dude, that makes a lot of sense. I do agree with that. Yeah, if you don't get a place to practice it, then you can't get any better at it. Then the risk actually does increase because you're getting your skills have atrophied. And so it's then you that has some reality to it. Have you ever seen that Reddit post where the guy asks if it's weird to go on a walk in his neighborhood? No? Do you have a link? It's like an I'm not the asshole. Is it okay if I go for a walk outside? I don't want to piss anybody off. My early teens, 2016, I would have defo fell into that rabbit hole. I think for me, it came from me wrongly thinking of society as shunning me out, and that I was wrong for being a man. It took a while to understand there are many men who do the shit that was being discussed online. Even now at 21, the biggest difference I've seen is that men like myself have a care for smaller unit of community, family, and friends, whereas women tend to have a wider net. You mean a bigger social circle? Yeah. Yeah. I do think there's a thing. I mean, I think the number one stat that shows the epidemic of male loneliness is the rise in podcasts. Because truly, sometimes it feels that two men cannot talk to each other without a microphone. They cannot actually say anything real that's not a dumbass joke without a microphone, without turning it into a profit motive. Rise in just chatting streamer viewership. Well, that's good for me. You guys stay lonely then. There needs to be a medium. Yeah, I do see that. I would love to see what the female perspective is on this though. I wish I had. I wish someone could, because I would love to know. Like, I'm sure there's sides on the other side that I'm not seeing, that I'm not. But Ari's not the same because Ari's not Gen Z. Ari's not Gen Z, and we didn't meet on apps. And Ari's just a unique person, man. I don't think she would have a great thought on what's going on with this. Most of Gen Z who are of voting age grew up their 16, 21-year-olds in the pandemic, socializing with no one in person online through the tape meta. It's awful. Like 59% of male metrics genuinely. I do think the pandemic, obviously, like on every stat in everything, the pandemic usually broke something. In everything, in economics, in finance, in human relations, in everything, it broke something. It just was. It was not normal in human history, and it caused fucking weird shifts. This is the Reddit post? Let's see. Too afraid to ask. Are too afraid to ask. Anyway, I won't talk about this too much longer if nobody has anything I want to share, but Oh, it was because he was high, dude. Is it normal to go on a walk in my neighborhood like I'm jeans and a sweatshirt? People think I'm wicked weird. Super high and paranoid. He was just high. Bro was just zooted. That's totally normal. Back when I was a guy, I noticed men never talked about issues in their lives for the sake of talking about them. They never bring it up. I also felt the same pressure that I could never talk about my issues unless I could explain it elsewhere, like a podcast. Now that I'm a girl, I know people will openly talk about their issues for the sake of talking about them. Yeah. Again, I just want to be clear that just to make sure, because I feel like we do have a more male bias situation, including my own, because I can only give my experience. At the end of the day, one of the problems on the female side is that there's violence, right? At the end of the day, there's very little female on male violence, and there's way more male on female violence. So when things go wrong in the interaction, there's more of a risk. That's why I want to make sure that's well known and understood, because I think that's one of the problems and probably what causes some of the fear on the female side. But I do agree that from normal people that aren't going to do anything fucking crazy like violence, I think, I think men have a really hard time having a deeper relationship with their friends, in a way where they're talking about shit that actually matters and can reach out to somebody. And often, I think people have, a guy gets a partner, let's say it's a straight guy gets a partner, that is the only person they can talk about real shit with, and they're just dumping it all on them. They don't have any, so it's I think all of their shit has to be worked out through this date, through this fucking relationship, which is rough for that person, right? They don't go to therapy, so they're using that person as therapy, which probably is tough. Yeah, this happened to me. Yeah, so there you go. As a Gen Z man, feelings are gross, and what you said is true, and I'm completely, yeah. Yuck, dude. Women don't want to mommy you, bro. Yeah, exactly. But I honestly feel like, yeah, I do think, more I'm thinking about it, it's got to come down a little bit to practice, and I feel like the lack of ability to practice is probably snowballing. I actually think that's got to be core. I think the ability to not be able to get reps in where you learn and get better, is actually making it more fear-inducing to do, which is a snowball effect where you get less reps. I think that's got to be a part of it. Can only get the solar education. I'm a young millennial, and while I didn't go into the incel pipeline, I had pretty toxic views and low-key misogynistic in a way. The issue I found was that I faced myself as the discourse online felt more like nothing is your fault, it's the women's fault. Interesting. I do think that's probably the response that makes it worse. But that, to me, is, again, people trying to make money off the initial feeling. You already have some kind of self-doubt or something, and then they're there to tell you it's not your fault to make money in some way or get clout or whatever. That's where it comes from. It's that stuff is I struggle with what I would say to a therapist. I have anxiety about not being able to do therapy correctly and waste people's time. It's very funny to think you're wasting your therapist's time. By the way, I don't want to over talk about that. I mean, I've only done, I haven't really done any formal therapy. I haven't done it. I did the thing with Dr. K, which was really nice. And I think I'm pretty decent about talking about my feelings with my male friends and female friends. So I that helps, but I haven't really experienced it. And I probably should try it. Should do it. But I wouldn't worry about wasting their time, bro. No, Dr. K was offline. It was really cool. It was a very cool offline, really long talk with Dr. K that I found to be really good. It all stems from insecurity. Basically, everyone has something they're insecure about. For broader issues like overseas insecurities regarding ability to meet cultural expectations. Yeah, I mean, I do think like, okay, like, I'm trying to think through this. So one of the ones you hear about is there is an expectation on men to be the breadwinner, but in a society where women are working equally to men and ideally getting paid equally to men, that doesn't really track. It should even out. So that's probably a tough expectation to live up to. But I wonder if that's trending out of vogue. I feel like people would be okay with someone like, it depends on where you live, I guess. With like a woman being the breadwinner in a family. But I guess that would probably not fly in some areas. It wouldn't make sense. Most women don't actually expect that. A lot of women self-impose that on themselves. Yeah, I think it is case by case. I think that's case by case. But I can understand that, especially in some parts of some countries, not even America we're talking about here, it's definitely a broader expectation. I think a lot of women would want to be stay-home parents if there were kids. I don't want a house husband, but I wouldn't mind being breadwinner. What does that mean? Wait, you think a lot of women would want to be the stay-at-home parent if there were kids? I don't want a house husband, but wouldn't mind being breadwinner. Yeah, but if you're going to stay home for the kids, then he has to be the breadwinner, right? That's the thing. I mean, this is all got to be part of the reason why people are having no kids. That's mostly just price. I think that's got to be price. Hey, Mr. Gliz, allow. I lost your message. I allowed it, but I lost it. Before I realized I was trans, I hated women because I was jealous they had it better. Eventually, I realized I was trans, not feeling that way. In short, I think it stems from insecurity, is what I'm saying. A lot of the male people I know are much less accepting and supportive of their friends. Yeah. So so if you're a dude in my chat, we have a lot of dudes here. I guess reach out to your friends. That's the small thing we're gonna take away is just reach out to your friends and have a combo, bro. It's actually fucking. It always feels good. I have no male friends. If you're a young guy, I'm not saying this is judgy, but I feel like there's ways to make male friends as a dude. I can understand the difficulty if you feel like you're in an insecure spot of finding female friends that you can talk to and bounce off of, but I think you know, like with gaming, bro. Gaming's so fucking huge. You can't find friends with gaming. Gaming's so free. Gaming and hobbies are so free. That's the male cheat code. Is everyone's got fucking shit they're rabbit holing on. You get into fucking Warhammer, I guarantee you got a fucking guaranteed 8 friends. You get into Warhammer, you're gonna find some friends that want to build figurines with you every fucking Tuesday for the next 6 years, bro. But they're all racist. I'm not shitting on the Warhammer community, but there possibly could be true. I feel like they attract some Punisher types. Anyone can find friends with being very insecure makes it difficult for a lot of people. Yeah, listen, whatever, but you know, the only advice is to give it. I think insecurity comes from a lack of. Here's a problem, I guess, is I think people try something once, and if it goes badly, they kind of write it off. But you kind of just have to get reps in on things and understand that nobody cares or remembers. It's I think toleration of failure is a good aspect. Hate group projects, not gonna lie. Are you well, it depends. Are you antisocial for group projects, or you just fucking hate doing the work and everyone else coasting? Atrioc, I could make friends. My college entrance exam is so important and difficult that I haven't talked to anyone except my 2 friends for 3 to 4 years. This is the biggest exam in my country. That sounds reasonable. But if you are feeling so isolated and unhealthy and unhappy, then just understand that the trade-off you're making may not be worth it. I hate that everyone else gets to do the work and I just have to coast. Yeah? You're pissed off that you have to sit there and chill while everyone else has the privilege of doing all your work? Damn, that sucks for you. I think the internet just really preys on that shitty teenager phase that pretty much everyone goes through where, yeah, I mean, for sure, right? You know, when I was an angsty teen, I didn't have too many things that could self-confirm every stupid thought I had or like a fucking short form video that cuts out nuance to tell me I'm 100% right. But I don't know that that's... I did therapy for 7 years from 5 to 12. I'm 19 now and it helped me in every facet of my life. It changed the way I thought through even small situations. It helped me learn how to have healthy family and friend relationships. I can't recommend it enough for anything. Even without trauma, I can simply improve your life. Yeah, I think what I'm interested in, again, I haven't done it, so I'm talking my ass, but what I'm interested in from therapy is like, not so much that I have like some insane trauma I got to talk through. More like learning mental patterns and coping mechanisms to help respond to things in life well. Like not just like C level, but A level, like good. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's something you can improve and then feel goated about, which is cool. Yeah, but unhealthy coping mechanisms make you interesting. So true, House MD. You can learn that online for free, not worth going to a therapist for that reason. I mean, sure, whatever your method works. I think a therapist, people like learning from other people. I know a guy who just hates the idea of going to therapy so much that he skips the therapy arc in The Sopranos. Stupid. So I didn't even read that. What a dumb message. He hates therapy so much he can't watch Tony Soprano go to therapy. That's the whole show, bro. That's the whole fucking show. That's the stupidest message I ever read. He also doesn't even make progress, bro. Did you see? No, I didn't see Fortnite Championship Series. Was that was that sick? I'm with the cigarettes guy. My brother hates the idea of therapy, but he might be a sociopath. It's a crazy thing to say about your brother. He might not, though, right? He might not be a sociopath. He might just not know that. Again, I don't want to overpraise there because I haven't done it. So I don't know. I just think like that's what it sounds like would be the best part of it. Also, I could worry about it being expensive. Not for me, but I'm just saying like it's weird to recommend something that could be hard to set up and expensive. I know that Ari tried to do it at one point, and it was like it was kind of a pain in the ass to find the right person, and she was trying to do it through. This is like before we were married. This is like when she was trying to use like health insurance to get it, and it's like it was really difficult. It was really difficult to find like the right person who took. It was not. T1 winning worlds is 5 years worth of therapy. A fucking men, bro. A fucking men. So true. So true. As a therapist, Butlet the Savior, welcome. As a therapist, I can say I tend to run into more resistant men to learning emotional intelligence and communication than women by far. Yeah, but I do think like women get a lot of reps in emotional intelligence and communication that make them probably more adaptable to that. Hopefully, the fact that they're going to you is a good idea. It's a good start. Did you? Whose fault is that? It's a good question. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I've been trying to distill, bro. Have you seen Succession? Only the first episode. I have no other context. Obama's. Can we? You guys want to just blame it all on Obama? I'm down. Do you guys want to just blame all of this on Obama and we'll fucking call it a day? Can we just do a classic thanks Obama? All right, fuck it. Wow, he really screwed things up, huh? It was when Michelle changed the lunches. The 2008-10. Yeah, I think social media has got a lot more to do with it than Obama. Social media is tough. Did you know Kendrick Lamar stopped talking to Baby Keem because Keem spoiled Succession for Kendrick? That's not true. I think that was from one of those Daily Loud parody Twitters. I think I saw that tweet and it was like the Daily Moud or something. I'm pretty sure that is not correct. Atrioc, I got hired today for a job while still in high school. My start date is 2 months after applying. Pog, champ, congrats. I think it's the lack of Shrek 4. Once that comes out, all the problems in the world will be solved. I agree, dude. Shrek 4 will heal the gap. Everyone will unite in song, in one voice. Shrek 4 happened? Well, then we're doomed. Fuck. That didn't work? Shrek 4 didn't work? Oh, fuck. It's over. We need Shrek 5 stat. We need Shrek 5 stat. All right, I don't think... that was the main things I want to say. Maybe I'll play some games today? Fuck, dude. What if I just fucking get crazy with it? I watched the Oversimplified on the Russian Revolution last night. Like, off stream. And it was great. It was great. I had a great time. Oh, the Ben Shapiro rap! Wait, this will stall the political divide in this country. People will find common ground. After we see this. This is so whack that I can't believe this is attractive to people. You know, I feel like the line's gonna zoom right back around once this comes out. You're not even he's like not even rapping, dude. He's just talking in his normal voice. Number one. Sheesh. Do you have another verse? I don't want more Tom McDonald. Wow. That's powerful. That's powerful. I didn't think about it like that. Can't believe he got Logic on this. Did he say my pocket's fat like Lizzo? Was that his opening bar? Found this vid might be relevant. What's this? this?
A number.
Big Think. What is this? The Rise of Deaths of Despair with Men. Ooh. Probably true. And definitely interesting. This might be so sad, though. We could watch it. But I might be... We just talked about Ben Shapiro, you know? Making fun of him. The Atriarchy is much better than the Ben Shapiro song. That's such an insult to the Atriarchy, bro. They made an actual great album, and your bass line that they beat is the Ben Shapiro fucking rap. I got a Billboard #1. Ben washed Tom on that track. So true. He fucking ethered him, dude. It was he renegated him. The Tom McDonald tweet about the song is people upset with him for doing it with a Jewish person. They're pissed at him. His fans are mad at him because that's fucking funny. Have you listened to Lil Dicky's new album? I have not. He wasn't racist enough. Yeah, I guess not. Interesting. Maybe we'll watch Big Think. Is there anything else? Because I'm down to fucking clown. 9 o'clock. I do want to watch House of 10. Fuck it. Let's just play Prince of Persia for a bit. Can we just play Prince of Persia for a bit? I'll try to beat a boss. That's what I'll do. Prince of Persia, beat a boss, watch House. Easy fucking clout. I want to play some games. I have been skipping out on gaming. Who cares? Let's just have fun. I'm just gonna play games. It'll be fun for me. I'll play some Prince of Persia. The game's fucking fun. The game's beautiful. It's the first good Ubisoft game in fucking millennia, it feels like. I'm gonna fucking play it. All right. So get with the program. Prince of Persia: Lost Crown. And we'll waffle while I play. That's what I'll do. I'll waffle while I play. How long do you plan to keep the streak going? 30 days. I want to go to the 30th and then take a day off. And then for February, try to do... I want to see if I can stream the most hours I have in a month during February. I honestly... But, well, it depends on if my YouTube... It depends on YouTube. But... I don't want to do this. In the shortest month? Yeah. Well, it's going to depend on whether I go live every day. I guess... Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to beat the Popathon month, probably, but other than that. I'll get some gaming done. I'll get some fucking new song. What's this?
This is a beautiful Panda production.
Live from Mars, it's Javi. Atrioc میخشد که این بازی را برند شواد کشش میکنن برنده بازی ها مایکل جوردان شود بعد آزین خود نشسته به قرنهای یا وک وک مثل این کدار مکدونالدز است و سپاس بهش بوش کرنده باره زیز که این وقت نماید چت پیا میگیری گامبارا بلازی Hey, Dad, what are you doing? Watching this bald man play a game?
I'm not bald!
Boy, I don't pay student loan for this Turkish coffee cow. You are disappointment. Why not watch Slime or Ludwig? They don't make Marketing Monday, Dad. Marketing Monday. When you care about market, eh? Well, why not you go to your Agha's flea market, huh? You like market so much. I'm sorry, Dad. Oh,
your
sorry.
dad's a huge component of the song.
I go freeze your bank account, buy tickets for Azerbaijan for you. Maybe you can be farmer.
Hey man, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. You want to play with the auto-tune a little bit?
Yeah, of course, let's go.
Okay.
I don't know what that old man said, but Sabi Coffee Kai Ki Che. I'ma show him how to rap. Listen man, ASK. I'm about to be a knock to your head, get a knife to your neck like the Prince of Persia. Shahnameh, Javeed and May. When we gone, right up prizes and fame. Shah are the lands, Rajas the sings. Raja the Raja, God blessing our wings. One with the pauper, we do with the kings. Sahara and Tehan, we mix with the fins. Runs on the beat while the sitar is plucking. Sita's the Ramas, the epics we cooking. Call me Nizam cause I pour out the pudding. Stuck in the mountain cough, take a cough drop. Spindle.
Take a cough drop spindle. I'm also lost.
Man, that was sick. Should I take a turn? I think I can rap.
Okay, rap.
Yeah, of course, let's go.
Okay.
It was okay. So they made this into my first
Called
stream.
out by my caramel brother from another mother, so I gotta bring the thunder. Both of our dads will beat our ass when they see our mass. We've been cooking with gas, but I don't care what that geezer thinks. I keep on spitting with the stream to praise. Watch a man play a game that doesn't know what a Persian man with a fade looks like at home, and I don't blame him for his folly. Hasn't seen a rickshaw from the trolley or a rich Shaw looks sorry.
I'm sorry. The bars are great. Your line is that you're watching I don't know what
Watch a man play a game that doesn't know what a Persian man with a
I don't know what a Persian man with a low fade looks like. I can imagine it. It's not that difficult.
fade looks like at home, and I don't blame him for his folly. Hasn't seen a rickshaw from the trolley or a rich Shaw looks sorry. See who's begging, come forward, my king. A warrior immortal wishes to begin, and so do we too as the princes of two. Spices and saffron to add to the crew. Eat Banira as he eats Tadiq at mine. When all this is over, I hope we survive.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, son.
Oh, hello, Daddy.
Where are you?
No, friend introduction.
I feel like
music again.
No, music chat though.
You really need to study.
No, study, yeah.
this feels like a lot of this song is you guys working out issues with your dad. Specifically with being an Atrioc fan. This is like family therapy via song. And also, I feel a bit like Jake Gyllenhaal in Prince of Persia right now, where I'm out of place.
No, I promise.
You have a bunch of assignments left in Kumon.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I was still in school.
Sorry, man. I gotta go.
Bro's failing. Yeah, no, I know.
Kumon at 5.
Yeah, you gotta finish your shit. P.O.P. Pop. Oh, every last one of us. Fire Song. Really. Learned a lot about your relationship with your dad. What I didn't learn is where I'm going. My goal is to beat a boss in 1 hour. Beat a boss in 1 hour so we can watch House, okay? So, to do that, I have to find out where the boss... Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll use the goddamn map. How about that? I'll use the goddamn map. And when I go here, it tells me that I can't pass. Why is that? I don't know. I've already also been here. This is lap 2. Maybe I go up? Nope. Okay. Everyone's counting on you, Atrioc. You have to prove to them that you can explore a Hollow Knight Metroidvania type game without just complaining about not having boots the whole time. It sounds like an impossible challenge. But I think maybe if I put my fucking mind to it, I can do it. Huh! Nope. What about this? Nope. Okay, what if I do this? And drop? Yeah. 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 They can counter me? Wait. I'm gonna die to average enemies. Wait, I forgot all the buttons. Oh, God. Okay, never mind. I'm the goat. Chat, if he stops playing the game before the next loss, 4 wins. Wait, what are you guys betting on? Why can't you guys have a bet where it's like option 1, Atrioc wins. Option 2, Atrioc loses, but we still believe in him. Like, why does it have to be so adversarial? Why does it have to be so negative, bro? Because obviously I'll get there. Actually, why can't both options be Atrioc wins and you just don't pay it out until I win? Everyone just picks a different side and then we wait till the end. Wins against what, bro? The fucking challenges before me. How about that? The challenge of finding a new location. I found the sunken harbor. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. This is actually a true Metroidvania, huh? Like a lot of running around. Oh, yes! I got the boots! I got the boots! This is another memory shard. This is just another memory shard. You're supposed to use memory shards? Well, I didn't have the memory shards to do that, did I? I didn't understand. I didn't remember. It's all coming back to me. The only thing I didn't remember is what the button is to parry. There it is. There it is. L2, baby. L2. Is it just me or is there a lot of dead ends in this game? I don't like that. I think life should be a series of increasingly open doors. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. What game is this? Prince of Persia. I'm gonna die. Unless I clutch. Oh, God. Please clutch. Please clutch. Clutch. Oh, thank God. No, run! Yep. Oh, jeez. Oh, amazing. Oh, amazing. Atrioc wants a labyrinth that is just a grid of interconnected hallways. What do you mean? What I want is like, you know how everybody's favorite part of Ocarina of Time is Na'vi? Hey, listen! I want that. I want Na'vi to follow me around in every game and tell me, hey, listen, go over there. What's this? A shop?
Hi, Sargon.
Hi, Fabria. I'll buy a map. Oh, dude!
The Wanderer. I'll add the information.
Yes! Oh, I'm map pilled. Okay, now I know where I'm going because this. Unless I added that marker. What does this mean? Main pathway blocked. Okay. Walk tree. I know where that is. And that's me. Well, this didn't teach me shit about piss, dude. Right here. Unexplored path. That's where we're going. Out, up, over. Cha-ching! Cha-ching! He solves it! It's Hollow Knight? I mean, yeah, I guess. It is a Hollow Knight type beat, for sure. And maybe I wouldn't be playing it if they'd released Hollow Knight Silk Song, but since that isn't the case... Dude, was that... Okay, hopefully that wasn't a bet. Hopefully that wasn't a bet, right? Nobody bet on that? Hopefully we can all understand that we don't bet until we get to something like an actual boss. Ow. I've been down there. I've been over there. I've been all across this crazy world. And all I want to do is get over here. Pop. Goes the weasel. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Slide. This is not looking good for my 401k. Don't bet your... That's what I need. I need the arrow boots. You charlatans. I need... Oh, I also need to interact with this walk tree. Thereby getting... Oh, look at me now. Amulets? I would like them both, please. Boss incoming? Yup. Wait a minute. I'm just now realizing that I can't get over there. What? It's fucking shit. I'm gonna lose my mind. Stupid ass bird. Okay. Okay. thinking with portals, maybe I have to go here. I have to go all the way down and over, but I feel like I did that and it was a dead end. Right? Objective. Oh, okay. That probably solves it. So I just need to go down and over. Easy clap. Objective. Why would they name it something so confusing? Wrong way. Down. Over. Down. 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 Over. Oh, cringe, dude. Wait, I've already been here. Okay. Wait. Maybe I go this way. Wait, I've definitely been here too. Oh, no. Wait, what if I interact with this? Okay, so all I have to do is somehow hit this. Christ. Christ, dude. Okay. We're on a clock here. We're on a clock here. We're on a clock here. I have to get through this. But I don't have any arrow or way to hit this. Okay, what if I open it and then... No. Does it do something else somewhere else? Let's look at this map. For real, for real. This door's blocked. That's a walk tree. That's where I died. That's unexplored path. Okay, fucking just... Can I teleport? Can I teleport to the walk tree, bro? No, wait, unexplored path, though, because I've been there, and I can't get over it. No, 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 no. I've been there, and I can't get over it. Therefore... Oh, no. Okay. At the very least, we opened the path, right? So let's explore. Okay, this one, done. I'm gonna put a trap. It's a trap for my time. This one, trap. Trap for my time. This one, nothing. And this one, trap. So where the fuck would I go? Over here, maybe? Let's go here. Let's try this way. Let's try this way. Let's try this way. Let's try this way. Because that's the last fucking place I haven't checked. Ow. Ow. Okay. That actually is a shortcut. Speedrunners would do that. You wouldn't understand. Speedrunners would do that, and you wouldn't understand. So this way.
Whatever put him up there. It's a grisly fate.
Fuck me, dude. Am I fucking crazy, or did I try that before and it didn't work? Am I crazy? I just did a normal attack? I thought I was there and I hit it and it was purple and I was like, well, it's fucking different. I was too far? I was at that entrance for sure. Man, did I not charge it long enough? That's crazy. Oh shit. Get fucked, idiot. Shit. What you got? What you got? Oh, shit. How do you do your fucking... Woo! How do you do the fucking super move? Oh, shit. Pick up. Boots, boots, boots! Insignia of Persepolis. Khosrow was always fond of Bijan. Even commissioned Morteza to write a poem about him. Okay. Pog. Pog champ, pog champ, pog champ. Cool fight. That doesn't seem helpful. Am I crazy? Does it... Did I misread? Seems like a fucking medal. I didn't see a big door with a metal-shaped hole on it. That was like, please insert the insignia here. Because that would have been nice. Ah, shite. What about this? Boom, boom. Fuck. What about a metal door with a big shaped hole? You need an insignia feet to fit the insignia boots. I would like someone to make a parody Metroidvania where you literally do it the way I'm saying, where every single thing needs a different pair of actual boots. I think that would be actually fun to play. Every single enemy encounter gives you a different pair of boots, and you constantly have to switch. Not Ocarina of Time, no. I definitely need something. Was that insignia like a medal, maybe? Amulet. No, it wasn't. You just get mass. Yeah, exactly. And your feet, like the boot should be actually physically modeled. I'm not going down here. I've already trapped these. Trap. I went there. I knocked it out. This is done. So I could go back if I want to get fucking crazy and go all the way over here. Seems... How do you fast travel? Four betters increasingly happy. Okay, I'm metagaming. I'm metagaming that the four betters I assume are like he's gonna be lost. And that way you guys are pissing me off. I just don't have a double jump. Alright, let's think about this. Obviously. This metal. You know what I'm thinking? I think somewhere down here. I could be fucking crazy. I think somewhere down here was another one of those purple doors that I thought I attacked. And am now realizing maybe I just didn't. Nope, that's a shop. There's mayhaps. No, this is gonna be the same fucking room. Oh, wait. Dude, I definitely attacked that before. I swear to God, I think they hot patched it. Guys, what do you think the over-under is that they hot patched it? They realized they fucked up and made a soft lock game. And they were like, shit, we gotta fix it or Big A is not gonna play anymore. And then they... Like, I don't think it's on me, bro. So, important question. Oh, look at me go, dude. I'm fucking cruising. Boss, perhaps? A big boss? Ehrlich. Bachman? What's up, bitch? Oh, shit. Well, that hurts. Oh, shit. Okay, he hits like a fucking truck. Focus, 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 focus. Wait for the red eyes. No! Shit. Shit. Shadows die twice, though. Shadows die twice. Shadows die twice. Okay. The art in this game looks amazing. That's why I'm attracted to this game. This game fucking rules because it has furries like this that I'm attracted to. I mean, just look at this beautiful tusked boar. No, it's just a fucking awesome art style. I just think it's a good... Oh, shit. All right, focus. Look at this. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. No! I see. Dodge! No! Oh, you're such a coward. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No, you son of a gun! Ow! I'm dead. Unless... I can beat this. I can beat this. I can beat this right here. I'm beating this. I'm beating this. I'm beating this. Unless he has a phase 2. He has a back kick! You son of a bitch. Nope. 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 No. Shit. Focus. Focus. Imagine we bankrupt the fucking... No. 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 Oh, God. I'm running out of fucking time. He turns. He turns. He turns. No, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Oh, I don't know how to kill him. He's gonna back at me. He's gonna back at me. Oh shit. Focus. No. 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 Oh God. You close? No! Dodge. Run. Dodge. Run. Dodge. Run. Oh my fucking God. Come on, baby. Lock in. Dodge. Damage, 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 damage. Dodge. 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 Okay. Dodge. One more. Dodge. Dodge. Okay. Big scream. Big scream. Dodge. Okay. Dodge. Okay. Dodge. Okay. No. No, dodge! Fuck. Almost. Almost, 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 almost. Dodge. Okay. Dodge. Okay. Last one. Dodge. No! It didn't go through! It didn't go through! Oh, I'm gonna fucking scream! Ah! Oh, it didn't go through his body! It didn't go through his body! Oh, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind! Oh my God, it didn't go through his fucking gigantic pig dog body! Fuck! Oh, God damn it! What time is it? Oh, okay, at least we have time. Oh! I will say, this fucking game, aside from having the worst pig collision physics of all time, has a really awesome respawn at boss mode. That's a good quality of life feature. Oh shit. I'm gonna wait, don't waste all your life right at the start. Damn, that's like I thought I was gonna have to fucking walk all the way back. Oh, the fucking back kick, bro. Oh my god. I dodged it. I'm playing aggressive. I'm playing aggressive, bro. I'm losing. Oh no, dude! I used all my patience in the first one. I used all my patience in the first one. Oh, I used all my patience in the first one. I'm gonna fucking. Oh, now it's gonna be like 50. I'm gonna do 50 losses now because I'm so frustrated and impatient. Oh shit! You. No! I dodged that. Everyone saw it. You. Okay. I got him down. I got him down. I got him down. I got him down. Oh, dude, I don't have him down. I don't have him down because I'm getting greedy. I'm getting so greedy. Oh, I'm so mad because I want him to be at low life. All right. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is literally it. No! Why am I being so greedy? Oh my god. Okay. Now we have to grind him down. We have to grind him down again. We have to grind him down again. A lot of damage. A lot of damage. All right. Focus. 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 We grind him down. No mistakes. No mistakes. Only lessons. No! I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I'm literally blinking lights. Imagine though. Just imagine. Just put it in your mind. For 1 second, dare to dream. Dare to dream. Miracle on ice. The impossible can happen. I will not get ticked by any points of damage. We're just gonna have to grind it out. We're gonna have to grind it out the old-fashioned way. Hard work, excellence. Get up early, cold shower. No, no, no! Oh my god, the dodge of the fucking sentry. I'm fucking choking. I'm choking, but I didn't die. Holy shit. Focus. Hang on. Stop. Collaborate and listen. Atrioc's back with a brand new mission. Beating this pig isn't scary. He's really attractive because his feathers are hairy. Oh fuck! 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 Guys, you can't tell me you don't see this fucking beast and feel some type of way. Shit! I gotta focus, I gotta focus, I gotta focus. No jokes, no jokes, no jokes. No jokes, only focus. Dodge, first one. Dodge, second one. Then, dodge and do damage. Boom! And then he does the thing, we dodge back. Okay, we're grinding him down, chipping a chair. No! No, 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 no. Okay. Dodge. Yes, go back again. Dodge, go back again. Dodge. All the way through. Hit him. Dodge the purple. Then go back in close. Dodge! Okay. You ready? Dodge. Easy, easy, easy clap. Dodge. Easy clap, easy clap. Dodge again. Dodge back. Then go back in. No, no, no! Greedy, 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 greedy. Go back in, go back in. Dodge! Just a simple pattern. Don't fuck up, don't fuck up. Don't fuck up, don't fuck up, don't fuck up, don't fuck up. No! You're so close. You're so close, my king. You're so close, my liege, my prince. One more. Full dodge. Huh? Back? No! No! Dodge. Oh my god. Dodge. One more. Okay. No! Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Please, 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 please. Dodge. One more. One more. One more. Dodge. One more. All the way through. Dodge. Yes, bitch! Let's go! Let's go, dude. Simple, clean, consistent. All right. All right, baby. All right. Some believers' points. I apologize for the first one. Cool boss, though. New amulet unlocked. Wolf Bride. Convert damage taken into Athra buildup. I'm already worried, chat, that I won't use Athra this whole fucking game. In fact, I probably could have used it during that fight. Totally forgot about it. Probably would have been helpful. Probably would have been helpful. Probably would have been helpful. But I beat Absolute Radiance without using spells, so why need spells here? Do-do-do-do. Elmo's World. Wow, oh, look at that movement. Pretty high. Oh, shit. Oh, look at the bow! The bow boots! The arrow boots.
Menelaus' bow.
Damn, first thing you do is yoink your dead homie's weapon. You didn't even check if he's alright. You didn't check for pulse. New ability unlocked. Bow of Menelaus. The preferred weapon. Okay. I press triangle to fire an arrow and use L to aim. Oh, interesting. New pathways unlocked. Alright, well, let's see what we can do in the next 15 minutes. Refill my arrows. And then, how about this? Oh, shit, bro. Think of the possibilities. Another tree. Miss lore? What lore did I miss? The lore is I'm the prince. Everyone else sucks, okay? This really does look like Metroid AAA. Wait, what did you say? Oh, hello. What's good?
All right.
Big guy.
Menelaus isn't with you. We got separated. Why?
What does that mean? You just saw Menelaus dead. What a weird slow roll on your homie being dead. Oh, that was me? How could atheists, let me checkmate you real quick. How could that be me if I'm right here alive? Interesting. Oh, interesting. Feels like I've sort of backed you into a logical corner. Curious.
Strange. I encountered another version of myself. A warrior who looked just like me.
What are you talking about?
You are not welcome here. What was that?
Obviously, Sargon's mistaken, and me, the observer from outside the game, has a better 1,000-yard view.
What? Some beast too scared to even show it.
This guy's a Chad, bro.
What? Now, where did it go? I want myself a real fight. Good luck to you, Sargon. Try not to get fooled.
Okay, so I probably can't just jump after you, right? Imagine I could, though. Cool. Had to check. No one can fault me for checking. Works the second jump. That's what you guys did for me in Elden Ring. You and the little hints were like, jump here, no, for real. And then I would do it, and then you'd be like, no. You missed it. There was a treasure. And then I would fucking... I hate these birds, bro. Oh, you know what I can use is my fucking arrow. How about that, asshole? How about that? Get cooked. Oh. Probably have to explode that from above. Or get the bomb boots. Let me... Dude! He cucked me. Dude, oh my god, stop! Oh, I don't want to... Now I have to fucking use a health potion. Asshole. Asshole. Asshole! Oh, refill... Oh, I'm gonna fucking scream. I'm gonna fucking lose. No, dude, leave me alone! Oh, you son of a biatch. No, birds, no. I'm not dealing with you. I don't want to deal with you. Oh, hello. And I never would have found this if I hadn't died. I got a collectible item. Wow, it's all about how you should never, ever, ever use Athra. I will write that down. That is good to know. I was worried I would have to use it, but thanks to that collectible item, I now know that is not the case. That is not the case. Okay. Oh, let me cook. Let me cook here. So dying was all part of the plan? You joke, but yes. Don't die. Aha! That one too! It's interesting how dready this... Yeah, it does actually. It has a very Metroid Dread-ish feel. But... I kind of like the combat more. And the aesthetic. Metroid Dread's a great game, but... this game's a little more appealing to me. Can you not fight them? I can, and probably should. I'm trying to skip past them. You understand? For me, I'm trying to do a non-violent playthrough. I can see how you would want to murder every enemy you come across, but really, since I'm invading their temple, it does feel kind of weird for me to just fucking slaughter them on sight, as you seem to want to do. So instead, I'm going to give him a love tap. And then when he takes a nap, I'll come back. And I know how to open these. Memory boots, activate. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Use my arrow for this. Bada bing, bada boom. Wait, this is where I wanted to go. Interesting. I've now returned. So what? So I can go here. This is now open. Aha! Aha! How about that, my friends? And the progress never stops. But, oh. Definitely a secret over here. For those of us with gamer minds. How do I... Okay. Maybe I'm not correct about that. Maybe I'm not correct about that. How do I get over there? I need like the dash boots, bro. I need the dash boots. Or some kind of boots. Some kind of... Oh, never mind. I thought I was going to pogo... Bro, I had a cool idea. I thought I was going to pogo off the enemy. And instead I just diced through him. Am I out of arrows? Okay, that was pretty good. Watch this, watch this. Yaw, yeet! And then, and then, and then, and then, wait, and then, shit, yes, and then, okay, nice. Maybe I even make it to one more boss? Am I that next level? I feel like I'm schmoving. I'm gonna die to this enemy. Where does that respawn me again? All the way back here, huh? All the way back. Was that was a boss, chat? Unironically, that is considered to be one of the most difficult bosses, actually. Not only in this game, but in gaming history. People talk about him in hushed tones. They almost considered not releasing him in the game because he caused so much churn for new players and experienced players. There was just no getting around him, but I'll show you how it's done. We dare not speak his name. Yeah, they didn't even give him a health bar because they knew that... All right, I need to parry this. I'm gonna parry this. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare. Incredible. They said it couldn't be done. Did you see that? I Spartan kicked him into the fucking spikes. Oh my god. And he has a face too. I knew it. I knew it. You win this round, my friend. Right here. And then right here. And then right here. And then right here. And then right here. And this is clearly trying to tell me to go up. Follow the winds of change. But I don't have the flying boots. So I will... Oh, no, it's telling me there's a fucking tree up there. Which might be a good stopping point, that tree. Once I save at it. Yaw, yeet! What does this amulet do? Oh, yeah. Never mind. It's fine. More Athra. And now the winds are telling me what? Let's go in here. So much tree. And this does... Dick all? Is that... Okay. Maybe I... break it down? Nope. Oh, I'll just simply stand on this. And everything will work. Nope. Okay, I'll simply chop down all of the grass, teardown style. And then the extra speed I get from moving unobstructed will allow me to pass. It's like a speed-activated doorway. I miss teardown streams. Well, there's like wind icons there. One-way blockers. Okay. I also semi-miss... Wait, there's my objective. Bro, sketty. How do I teleport there? Actually, we might call it on 956. That's good. I mean, am I near a boss? Because I could do a boss and then a very slightly later house stream. Am I actually near a boss? Fuck. Was that Spike Pit a boss? There's no way across this. There's no way across this. Boots, perhaps? Maybe I should have. Wait. Oh. Alright, fuck it. Unless, wait a minute. This is kind of hype. Have I already been here? Yeah, I have. Oh, cringe. Actually, clutch? Actually, he's clutching? I already did this. I did all this. I did all this. I got nothing. I'm trying to go, I guess, this way. But I don't know how. What is this game? It's Prince of Persia, the Dial of Destiny or something. some shit like that. It just came out. It didn't really make a huge splash. But, which is unfortunate because Ubisoft finally made... I'm dead. We'll call it. We'll call it there. That's a good stopping point for that. Power World ate its lunch? Yeah, I mean... I don't think this would have been a Smash success without Power World. I think Ubisoft has burned so many bridges with gamers. Nobody even trusts them, bro. It's like a surprisingly well-made, fun game, but... Alright, I'm saved. I'm saved. Fucking sick. Alright, folks. Let's watch a little House MD. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I missed the last 2 eps. Am I missing out? You're never missing out when you miss a house ep because the formula is adaptable. You can figure out what's going on. Someone's going to get sick, they're going to cure them. You can adapt. But you have missed a lot of story, actually. House has gone through quite an arc. Cameron and Chase are divorced, and Cameron's off the show, really, replaced by 13. Chase punched decked House right in the face. A lot of shit happened. House MD Primes, Season 6. Wilson and House wager on a patient. November 29th, 2009. Number one movie. Bro, am I fucking crazy or has it... How many weeks in a row has the number one movie been Twilight New Moon? Did this movie just hit different? I feel like it's been there for weeks and weeks, dude. Although the competition is literally like 2012, the disaster movie, and Old Dogs, the Tim Allen like boomer motorcycle movie. Twilight was huge. No, I understand that Twilight was huge, but we've seen other huge movies not have this many weekends of being number one. That's usually a movie doesn't get that many unless it's fucking Avatar. Crazy. Disaster movie is the worst movie I've ever seen. The worst movie I've ever seen is the first Hulk with Eric Bana. Fucking hate that movie. That movie is so miserable to watch. I'm surprised they didn't cancel all superhero movies after this. The Ang Lee one? Yes, the Ang Lee one. Not the Edward Norton one. The Ang Lee, Eric Bana Hulk. I fucking hated that movie. It was the only movie I ever walked out of in the theater, and I was young. I took my little brother out of that movie. Like, I had brought him to see it, and I was like, I want to leave, and I took him out. I was like, this is so boring. Okay, I'm going to get a snack, a drink. I'll run a quick ad. And it's an art house movie. That's what I guess I missed the subtle themes about CGI Hulk throwing a tank 14 times. And then we're going to watch this episode called Wilson. Apparently this episode's a banger. I think this episode is a Real House Wilson Will They Won't They episode. So should be good. Let me hit the lights, get a snack, come right back. We'll play the song.